Hey guys, welcome back. What a great last couple of days. I was able to finally go to Yosemite. Obviously being in California, born and raised, that first time I've been there, what an amazing experience. Fresh air, great amazing people, not that busy because I went in winter time, but it felt so good to take a step back, reflect after being in a big city like San Jose. So here's a couple of pictures I'm going to show you before we jump into today's topic. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the photos. Some of them looking down, some of them smiling, but it's all great. Just a pure reflection of life. At least for me it was. So today's topic is you can when you think you can. Now most of you may be thinking, why is it important? Well, first, let me explain about my experience. I had an 8-hour hike. That means 4 hours up, 4 hours down. And boy, my hamstrings, my quads, you can imagine were just on fire. But one thing they didn't give up was my mind. Now I'm gonna talk about 3 people I met along the journey. I don't remember the names because they didn't say the names were, but I'm gonna remember the event. The first guy is it's called Costco. So I'm coming down a trail and he's sitting on a rock and obviously he's head down. He's kind of catches his breath. He's a little older. Had to be maybe his late 50s to 60s, not too for sure, but he did say one thing. So he saw me with the poles. He says, "Hey, where'd you get those poles? They really help." I said, "Of course they help. I mean, stabilization, balance, especially when your legs are wobbly, you get cramps." He says, "Where'd you get them?" I said, "Costco." He says, "You know what? I hiked this trail about 30 years ago. My wife and I did it, and man, I'm gonna make it to the top." I said, "Man, you should have some poles. If you have a Costco card, get them." His first guy, because you know why? He's a little older. So second attempt, 30 years later. Now, 2 people I'm gonna say, there's my second people I'm gonna talk about is 2 Asian ladies I met on the trail. And what's funny about that is that they're obviously were older than me. I don't know, maybe about 10 years. And what was cool is that they said one thing I'll never forget. I felt the same way you felt going up last year when I hiked the trail. And what was funny about it is I had to train for this event. So obviously they blew past me, went to the top and came back down. That's okay. Third person I'm talking about is the second attempt guy. Now, why is this guy amazing? Because the second attempt doing it. So the first time I met this guy is I'm coming down the trail again to the bottom, and he's sitting on the rock, and we make idle conversation. He says, "Hey, how long is it to get to the top?" It's about 90 minutes. He says, "Oh my goodness." Took a deep breath. He says, "This is my second time doing it." I says, "Great, man, you can make it to the top." He says, "I don't know, man, the first time to make it, but I'm determined this time to make it." It made me reflect about life in general. In life, it requires it requires thoughts, then action, not action, then thoughts. Let me say it again. It requires thoughts, then action, not action, then thoughts. Everything we do in life requires that method. Thoughts, then action. Now, most of you are saying, why is hiking so important and what's going on? Let me tell you why it's important. Some things we do in life, every trail we have, is very difficult. Some things in life we choose, a business, a job, a career, or even education, can be very difficult. And a lot of times what we do, we choose the path of least resistance, not the path of difficulty. This was an 8-hour hike. I didn't expect it, but I achieved the goal accomplishing it. So there's 3 topics I'm talking about today. First topic is believing in yourself. Now, why is that important? Well, first of all, if you don't believe in yourself, who will? Okay, so believe in what you're doing and have faith it will work out. Second thing I'm going to talk about is perseverance. Second attempt guy. He says, "I'm not going to give up. I'm come back. I'm keep going and going until I win." And that's the third thing I was talking about. Don't never give up until you win. Why is that important? You don't want to give up. A lot of times we're that close to coming to a task or success, you give up. Or, man, I didn't want something easier. Well, unfortunately, things we have in life are never easy. They're going to be difficult. Now, after this trail, I had the most amazing views I would ever see in my life that a postcard, social media, Instagram, Facebook can never achieve the amount of gratitude I had smelling the air and being on top of a rock 3,000 feet up. That is life. It's never easy. Things we're having are difficult. You have to believe in yourself. You have to say, "I'm not going to stop until I win." Because when you win, like it's shown in these photos, that amazing view is something you always want to have. So I want you to stay tuned to my channel. Subscribe to Life Coach R. Johnson. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. More videos are coming about how to get yourself more mentally tough.